I got to number 1 in the entire world in Clash of the best deck in Clash Royale right now. This Mortar Miner Cycle deck is absolutely insane. We still have the Phoenix deck even after nerf since it's so broken. Also, we got the buffed Knight, we got the Archers which are just absolutely devastating. We got the Mortar, Miner Poison Cheap Cycle, an absolutely insane deck, high skill but also high rewards. If you guys don't want to miss any of this number 1 in the world pushes live, make sure to subscribe, make sure to use creator code more in the shop, and also make sure to give a fat thumbs up on the video. Since I'm already number 1 on my main account, we are gonna push on my second account. We're currently League 7, and I think we're just gonna give our opponent good luck here. I'm just gonna split Archers right away. So let's see. He's gonna respond with the Zappy, so I'm just gonna go on for the early poison. Archers are absolutely incredible. The DPS they're putting on the map, this is just like mind-blowing. It's absolutely incredible. And he just decides to go in for Phoenix. So what does this mean? This means actually that he, we're going for the Phoenix now in the back. He plays the Skelly King. So this could be maybe like a Royal Giant deck. This is what I guess at least. So, okay, could be also a Graveyard deck for sure. Okay, it seems like it's going to be Graveyard. So, I'm just going to go for my Lock. I'm just going to go for really low Archers here. Because this will be a really easy defense. So he just goes on for an Arrows. So I'm just going to go for a Mortar here. I still have my Ice Spirit just in case I need it. I think I'm just going to go Ice Spirit here just to make sure. He needs to go for late Zappies, I guess, since he doesn't really have any response. So he just goes in for the Zappies now. And since the Zappies will get like one shot now from the Mortar, I don't really need to respawn. And since he's low on Elixir, I go really aggressive with my Miner. I really like to go for 3 Elixir Miners when I know the opponent is at 0. Because as you guys can see, the Miner's putting in like 600 damage always. And with a Miner control deck just like that, 600 damage with one single push with 3 Elixir is absolutely amazing. And this is kind of what you want to do. So, going for a Knight. Every single player is playing Arrows, but we have just such a cheap cycle. Please learn to talk. That we can still make it work and just cycle Archers as soon as we can and just doing a great job. Also, what is really cool about this deck. Oh, we got a splash hit from the Mortar. Then we don't have a champion, so you don't need a champion for the deck. I also tried out the Mighty Miner, but I just think Knight is working fine. So I go to number 1 in the world, and I think this kind of proves everything. So if you guys always so want to play a non-champion deck, make sure to play this deck. So this is kind of what I was talking about. So I'm just going to go for Miner in the back. I'm just going to go Phoenix high. And I know his Arrows are out of cycle. So if he goes in for ability, I'm just going to go in for Poison here. Because I'm already back to another sort of Archers. So I don't really need to do something else because his Arrows are already out of cycle. I'm just going to go for Miner now in the back here. Miner will be able to tank for the egg now, since the Founding will go on top of that. And oh no, it does not. So, not the best Miner, to be fair. So I'm just going to go for Phoenix here. I'm also going to go for Ice Spirit here. And I guess I'm still going to take the poison. I don't really think the poison is that bad, since I don't really see him going in now. I guess I'm just going to go for the Miner. I'm just going to go really Archers low. And I'm kind of just going to wait for a perfect Lock here. So I'm just going to go for a Lock now. Perfect Lock. Oh, he didn't get the ability. That's insane. I'm just going to go for another Miner here. We're up 900 damage. So I'm just going to go for the Miner here. Miner's coming down. Let's see. He's going to go in for the Zappy. So this means a free poison for us. Since also the Phoenix respawns, he can't really go in. So Phoenix is kind of tanking the bridge, which is absolutely amazing. And I guess I'm just going to go for an Ice Spirit here. I'm just going to go for a Lock. I'm just going to set up Archers. And I'm just going to go in for another Miner right now. Another Miner's coming down. He needs to go for this. I'm just going to go for a Mortar here just to distract it. Also, the Ice Spirit connects to Tom. I'm just going to cycle another Ice Spirit. Let's just get the Ice Spirit party going. I just need one shot here. This could be the best reset of all time. This could be the best reset of all time, but it's not. So I'm just going to go for the Archers here. I'm just going to go for the Miner. I'm just going to go in for my Knight high. And my Miner's on the tower, which is just like the most important thing. Miner is on the tower. I'm just going to go for the Lock here. Miner is still on the tower. One more Miner shot. GG's, well played. Great win. Let's go. Game number 2 versus an Asian opponent here. I also changed my banner. As you guys can see, I'm flexed with a number 5 global tournament finish and number 46 ladder finish now. Okay, brother, you're playing a Witch. Nothing really concerned about since we have soul answers against the Witch. But, I mean, the most concerning part for me is that I don't know how it's decked. So I'm just going to go for the Lock here. I'm just going to set up an Ice Spirit here. And now I'm just going to go for the Archers low here. Archers will make sure that my Golden Knight just gets 2 shots maximum. And I could go for Mortar, but since I know he still could have like a weird Electro Giant deck, you never know. I'm not really doing this here. I'm just gonna set up Phoenix. And why do I like Phoenix in this type of deck? Just against Sparky, Golem, Lava Hound. Just having a Phoenix as an extra air tube is really helping this type of matchup. Also against E-Barbs itself, like against everything. Like just having a single target damage stuff the Goblins, it's just super helpful. I'm just gonna go for my lock here. I think a really solid lock, to be fair. I'm just gonna also go for an Ice Spirit here. And I just think the Mortar will also make sure the... Okay, no, it doesn't make sure. I'm just gonna go for the Archer, so... Never let them connect. I guess I could go for a Miner here. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the Knight. And I guess I'm just gonna go Mortar here. Just hope the Mortar still doesn't get attacked by the Golden. Oh! I don't really think... I don't know if that was planned, but at least we're getting like a whole big... Mortar on the tower. Also, on this account, I don't have a Mortar on the star point level, so it looks a bit weirder, to be fair, because normally I have every single card on maximum star points. I'm just gonna go for the Phoenix here. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Bird here. I mean, in this type of matchups, the Goblins would be actually really helpful, but you cannot have everything in your life. So I'm just gonna go for my Knight here. Perfect Knight. Knight tanks 3 shots. You guys remember the time when the Knight was just able to tank 2 shots? Okay. Really bad timing, to be fair, because he just zapped, so good zap by him, but I can just go for the Miner here, and I think with this type of Miner placement we will be able to go ahead. Also, the Miner wasn't really perfect placement, but it's still fine. We're up 200, and we are playing a really defensive control decks, and I think with the Phoenix Cycle, seems like he doesn't really have too much against that. We should have a really solid position, also in double elixir time. So I'm just gonna go for this here. I'm just gonna go for my lock, really great lock. I'm just gonna go for my Knight here. And I'm just gonna go Phoenix. Interesting double Packer deck. Perfect Iceberg, man. I love this Icebergs. I'm just gonna go for the Mortar here, since we still have archers on the map. We still have like so much on the map. I guess I'm just gonna go for a lock here. And for a Miner here, I'm also gonna go for a lock now. I think it makes absolutely sense to do that. And I'm just gonna go set up an Iceberg here, just to make sure it's kind of surviving here. I'm gonna go now for my Knight here. And I'm just gonna go for my archers here. I'm also gonna go for a Miner. Really good Miner. And we also do get a connection. I'm also going to go now for my lock. Iceberg plus Knight here. Make sure that the Mortar stays alive, and we're doing a really great job here. Just another Mortar. I think I'm just instantly poison the Witch here. I'm also going to go for a lock. I think we were able to make sure that the Witch dies. I'm just gonna go for another Knight here. Really great Knight. And another Miner coming down here. Miner's coming down. I'm just gonna go throw a poison here. I don't really think there's any response. He needs to go for a late mini Packer, and I think one more Miner is gonna finish off the tower. I mean, okay, we just need to go for a lock here. Ice Spirit here. Okay, now we need to be a bit careful. Please help me. Please help me, Clash Royale. That was a bit closer than expected, because Golden Knight is a Golden Knight. I'm just gonna go for poison. I'm just gonna go for a lock. Set up an Ice Spirit in case he goes in for Prince at the Bridge. GG's well played. Awesome victory. Calm down and continue with the next game. Next game up here versus an Asian opponent. Once again, we also reach League 8. I think I'm also on my grind for 100% win rate to reach Ultimate Champions League, so this deck isn't too bad. I'm just gonna go for the Miner here. He drops Goblins. So this could be the variation I was talking about. Just instead of the Phoenix, he has the Goblins. Way better in control matchups and mirror matchups also. Because he has the Goblins, which are really good against my Miner. But I think overall, Phoenix is the better version. So I'm just going to go for my Mortar here. He might play a defensive Mortar. Okay. I don't really know what he's doing. I'm just going to go poison this, to be fair. Because I think at least the Phoenix egg will die into the poison. Okay, no, it didn't really work out, but I guess the Mortar killed. He goes in for Fireball. Okay, I think this is going to be Royal Giant Fireball, right? So Monk is absolutely annoying for our deck. Phoenix is putting in a good job. I'm just gonna go for Miner here. Miner's coming down. Great Miner. It's gonna kill the Goblins, and also I think it's like one shot on top of the tower. No, even 2, right? So 2 shots. Doesn't look massive, but it's actually not too bad. I'm just gonna go for the Phoenix here. I might just go in for mortar. Okay. Poison spell. Poison is coming down. And I might just go in for a log here. Okay, I was scared for 1 second. So also the log is coming down. So we already got some decent amount of damage. We kind of need to be careful because archers get away, firebolt away, and also Monk is for sure killing them instantly. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Bird here. I'm also gonna make sure I'm just gonna go Phoenix High. Phoenix is my main defense because the Monk isn't really doing anything against that. And also he was wasting like really interesting goblins. So my Phoenix gets a ton of value. So I'm just gonna go for a mortar here. I'm also gonna go now for my yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I'm just gonna go for my archers at the bridge because I know he needs to respawn with a Warrior Giant at the bridge. So I'm just gonna go for the log here. Perfect log. Minus completed the tower. Also my archers might connect for like decent amount of chip. Archers are absolutely crazy. Never let them connect, especially in combination with the Ice Bird. It's massive, guys. So I'm honestly just gonna poison defensive here because the safest play. Also going for a perfect Ice Bird here. And now my Phoenix survives. And I think I'm just gonna go in for my mortar here. And right now I'm just gonna let the miner tank. Let the miner cook. And I'm just gonna go in for my log here. Perfect log, making sure to kill that. And also the mortar kills that. And we are looking so good against the matchup. We're feeling like, okay, here's RG against mortar. How are we breaking through? Miner chip is the way. So I'm just gonna go for another miner here. And I'm just gonna go poison here. Why not? Just gonna go for the poison here. Look at the miner just getting so much chip damage. And also the Phoenix killing everything. And at the same time, like, we're keeping up the pressure. And we're already back to another Phoenix. If he decides to go in for an RG, I'm just gonna go place the mortar like this. He could go in for a firebolt. So this is fine. So I'm just gonna go archer to the left. Exactly. So even if he gets like a small connection, I think like maximum 2 shots. He needs to go now for a monk. So I'm just gonna go for a log here. Not the perfect log, to be fair, but I can just go in for throw my poison here. Poison's at the tower, and I know the miner poison combination is putting in like really great job. I'm just gonna go for a miner here and for an Ice Bird here. He needs to defend the Ice Bird with a log, which you'd never want to do. And I guess I'm just gonna go for the miner. And if the miner connects, I'm actually really taking this win here. I'm just gonna go for the miner here. I'm just gonna go poison here. And like, I just need one more miner shot, I guess, at least. Even if, I don't really think I even need it. GG's, well played. Let's go. I think we're doing one more game to finish today's video. Final game was TKD Cloud. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Bird. And let's see how is he gonna respond. What is he gonna do? That's what we're gonna find right now. Right now. So I'm just gonna go for the Archers here, Knight. So he could think, okay, I'm playing Expo, but I mean, Archer's Knight is just such a solid combination right now. It was already solid before, but right now it's like even more solid in like Hawk Rider decks and Mortar decks, and even like in some Graveyard decks, and for sure also mostly in Expo cycles. So we do get one shot on top of the tower, which is kind of great. I think I'm also going to go in for my miner here, because it tanks for the Phoenix. Okay, I'm just going to go for the log. I need to go Archers now. I think it's the best decision to do that. And now I'm just going to go for an Ice Bird here. Perfect Ice Bird. Maybe it was a bit too aggressive. That was really well played by him. Maybe the miner was a bit too aggressive. I should have just mined on defense on top of the bowler. Then threw Archers down on top of the Graveyard. And if he freezes, then going for a log. So, really well played. He always cycled the... Yeah, I think he always cycled enough cards to get back to a bowler. Yes, he does. He also has a Knight. So this is annoying that he plays bowler and Knight. You normally don't really see that. Like 2 mini tanks against my Mortar. But the good thing is, I think now the Mortar gets one shot. I'm just going to go for the miner here. He needs to go in for a Knight. He goes in for the Knight. But he still responds to that. Because my miner would have tanked for the egg most likely. So we're looking good. I might just go in for Archers here. And then I'm just going to go in for Ice Bird at the bridge. And just throw another Mortar. I don't really think he has Barbarian Barrel in his deck. So he just drops his Graveyard naked. Okay, dude. So I'm just gonna go for a log here. Oh, he has Barbarian Barrel. Okay, that's quite annoying that you have Barbarian Barrel. I just hope it's gonna be one mortar shot. No, it's not, but I can just go in for the miner on tower. Minus on the tower and getting like few extra chip hits. Okay, so he's playing it really well so far. I'm just gonna go for an Ice Bird here. Don't underestimate Ice Bird chip. It's not really too less. So I'm just gonna get like a Mortar here. Mortar is not attacking the tower, so I need to go for Archers here. I'm also going to go for pre-poison because I could imagine going for freeze. No, he does not. I'm just going to go for miner now. He He goes also still for a freeze, okay. What is he cooking, dude? So I'm just gonna go for a log. Great log. Now I'm just gonna go for the archers here. Ice Bird just like this. Ooh, he still needs to defend it. At least with like a Barbarian Bowl, most likely. Yeah, he can take some damage. This is okay for him. But look at the miner. Look at the miner. Like, that miner is insane, guys. So I'm just gonna go for this. I'm also gonna throw instantly a mortar here. Poison hopefully does okay. My dream here is just to go in for a log and get one shot on top of the tower. Does not work out. I'm just gonna go for the miner here. If he decides to go in for a tornado, it's still fine because he goes for a knight first. Now he needs to go tornado. He does not go for a tornado, so I can just poison this. Because now you're gonna think, okay, how the heck are you gonna defend? If he plays the baby dragon, we're gonna block the bridge. Okay, if not, I need to go knight this. Now I'm just gonna wait here. 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna go log here, and now I'm just gonna go miner here. I'm also gonna go ice spirit like this, just to distract the knight for one shot. Miner's coming down. Really great knight catch, but it's fine. I'm just gonna go for the poison here. I know the poison will put in the work. I'm just gonna go for the phoenix here. And if he goes in for baby dragon here, okay. Okay, he just decides to go in there, so I'm just gonna go for a log here. Log is coming down. Minus on the tower for one shot. He will go freeze on defense or NATO. Doesn't really matter. GG's well played. Just a few seconds. One more second. 8 HP. We're winning this one. This is the deck which I got #1 in the world with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to use critical mode in the shop to never miss any contests like that. And I would say I'm out. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Goodbye.